We're talking today about when you feel like you have no control over your day and you kind of rush through it.
Welcome to the Productive Introvert Community Podcast, helping ambitious introverts who feel deep down that they can add more value to the world to really thrive in their work. I'm Mariela Franker, and I'll be sharing what I'm learning as an introverted entrepreneur, a natural productivity coach, and a mom while I build my business online and take care of my family and myself. In this podcast, you'll learn the mindset and the practical steps to naturally increase the impact of your work while making space for your unique strengths as an introvert.
We're talking today about when you feel like you have no control over your day and you kind of rush through it, like from the beginning until the end, basically. Like the moment you get up until you go to bed, there's this feeling of rush and being behind. And I used to have this a lot. I would basically run out the door with a sandwich between my teeth and a coffee, like a travel mug thing, running towards the train, and I would eat my sandwich in the train, and my day wouldn't stand still from that moment, basically. But somehow I always felt like I didn't get the things done that I wanted. Like the most important things would always kind of get left behind. And there were like two things that have really shifted that for me and that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. The first thing is mindset. Like I noticed that also when I talk to people now, it's changed a little bit because of the lockdown situation, and we've had a lot less social interaction. So that part of the busyness of your day has kind of mellowed down for a lot of people. But still, we've kind of gotten it to the stage that like being busy is almost like a status symbol, doing all the things and being everywhere, kind of. And it really kind of comes down to like we believe is a measure of success. And what do you believe being ambitious looks like? On some level, I mean, of course, we all want to feel important. We want to feel needed. We want to know that there are people out there that are waiting for us and waiting for our contribution. And I'm not trying to diminish anyone's contribution or anything that you do in your life. On the contrary, I think that each and every one of us really has like a lot of value to give. A lot of the time, more value than you possibly realize yourself. But when it gets to the stage that that is the goal, you kind of feel that you need to be available to everyone all the time because of being busy is a status symbol, or that you want to feel that that person needs you. It can also become a slippery slope, and it can become a kind of self-destructive. So this is kind of the mindset shift that happened for me. And I think sometimes we also just we accept that that's just the way it is. For example, if you have to be available 24 hours a day if you want to run your own business, or you're always going to feel busy if you want to be at a certain level in a role that is a high level role or a very ambitious lifestyle. That's just the way it is. I don't actually believe that that's true. I think that we have a lot more control over how we experience our day than we might think. And when this dawned on me, I think it was like towards the end of my PhD. So in academia, there's kind of a high throughput of people. So the contracts are quite short, especially at the level of PhD and master students. So people wouldn't be there very, very long, just a couple of years, sometimes a couple of months, and they would move on. And I kept seeing this, and there was it was kind of like a juxtaposition for me. Like, these are people, incredibly talented people that have so much to offer, that value that I mentioned before. And at the same time, it was almost like they were discarded left and right. That's kind of how I felt at the time. Mind you, I was very overloaded at that time, and I burned out not that long after this, almost burned out. But one day I had this thought, and it sounds very, very rude, but I'll just tell you what popped into my head. And the phrase was that no one is irreplaceable. Take a breath. Okay, I don't want to scare you, because I'll explain it, because I don't mean it in the way it sounds directly. I believe that we are all very, very unique and have a huge value to add, and no one is irreplaceable, obviously. But the way that I was thinking about it back then was that there is great power in making yourself replaceable in your business. There's great power in thinking about it that way, because if you can make yourself replaceable in your own work, ultimately, this is the thing that will give you the most freedom. You can kind of have your work and your business start running by itself, and it can be freeing. That is the most freeing thing that you can probably create for yourself. It's why a lot of people right now are looking to create passive income. It's why a lot of people are starting their own businesses, because we are seeking that freedom and that peace of mind. Yeah. So this was a little bit of a sidestep, but this is all has to do for me. That was the first thing that I started going through this mindset work, and it started putting this into perspective for me. That why was I rushing through my day? What was it that was pushing me to be everything to everybody and to try to do everything? Just ask yourself why. And then I want to bring it back to that we have more control over how we experience our day than we think. When I was rushing to the train with the sandwich in my teeth, I wasn't really thinking about it. It was more like, I have to go. And I would come to the office, and the first thing that would happen was I would get like 5 questions, like, can you do this? Have you seen your email? I would open my email. There would be 10 emails there. And I have to reply to all these people immediately. So I was keeping myself in this rushed state. The reason why I would spread myself over all these different tasks and things to do is I realized later that I didn't have clarity. I didn't really know why I was doing the things that I was doing, where I wanted to go. And when you don't have the clarity for yourself, without realizing it, you let other people decide what it is that you're going to do and when you're going to do it. That was me with the email. The moment I kind of opened my email and saw 10 emails and immediately started replying, I was letting those people decide that was the first thing that I would see in the morning. I was giving my power to the email system, basically. And I've now learned to kind of see all these things as tools. And the first step is to get clarity for yourself, what it is that you find very important. And all the other stuff are tools that can help you achieve that. And you are free to use those tools in a way that works for you. Okay. So I hope it helps you to kind of start thinking about how you start your day, how you go through your day, and what is the experience that I want to have from my day today.
That was an excerpt from a video that was first published in in a Facebook group that I used to host. That group is now closed, but I decided to publish it here again in the podcast because this is still a topic that I get a lot of questions about. And even though this particular video was really around work and very business oriented. The same idea applies right now with the Christmas holidays. I don't know if you recognize that, but that feeling of just being rushed and having to go to every single social event that you get invited to, it can feel a lot. And the bottom line is to just give yourself permission to enjoy all the beautiful things that Christmas brings, but also to take a step back when you need to. If you want to know more about the inner workings of my business and about my day-to-day life, then sign up for Productive Introvert Letters. That's really the place where I share stories about my day-to-day life and a lot of details. Sometimes I overshare in my emails, so just to prepare you for that. But if you're not afraid of a little overshare and you're not afraid to talk about things that might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, then please sign up. I would love to have you in our community. Do not sign up if you are looking for quick productivity tips that will 10x your output overnight. That is not what I and this community are about. We are about creating lasting change and helping introverts to add more value to the world in a way that feels really good to them. Have a wonderful Christmas, and let's talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Productive Introvert Community Podcast. If you're an introverted entrepreneur and you're ready to thrive in your own way, then connect with me on thefrankermessage.com/contact.